I bought my lakeside cabin back when it was nothing but pine trees, dirt roads, and old-timers who minded their own business. Over the years, the city folks showed up with their shiny trucks, perfectly trimmed hedges, and an unstoppable need to organize everyone's life. A few years back, a cluster of new cabins popped up on the other side of the cove, Cedar Point Lakeside Community, they called it, complete with a fresh HOA. And wouldn't you know it, they elected the pushiest newcomer as president, Barbara, though everyone just calls her HOA Barbara, or, behind her back, Badge Barbara. I live outside their jurisdiction. My deed says so plain as day. But that didn't stop Barbara from trying. She's left notes about my improperly stored firewood, the unsightly fishing nets on my dock, and how my primitive tool shed is lowering community standards. I framed her first note and nailed it to the outhouse for a laugh. Last week, my buddy Sheriff Donnie dropped by. We grew up together and he still comes out to fish and swap stories when he can. His patrol boat's been sputtering all summer, so he asked if he could leave it on my shore for me to take a look. No problem. I love tinkering with old engines, and Donnie's always good for a cooler of cold beer. So there I was one Saturday afternoon, sleeves rolled up, toolbox open, half of Donnie's outboard spread across my dock. I had the radio playing old country and was up to my elbows in grease when I heard that telltale crunch of golf cart wheels on gravel. I looked up to see Barbara rolling up like she owned the lake. Clipboard in hand, sunglasses perched on her nose like she was about to write a citation. She didn't even say hello, just marched right up to my dock like she was about to condemn it. "Sir," she barked, "this is an unauthorized vessel, and you are in violation of Cedar Point HOA waterway standards." I just wiped my hands on a rag and grinned. "Afternoon, Barbara. Nice day for it." She clicked her pen like she was loading a gun. "That boat is not approved for storage here. It's blocking the view and creating an environmental hazard." "It's not stored," I said. "I'm fixing it." "Well, it needs to be removed immediately, or I'll have to escalate this." I shrugged. "Knock yourself out." She stormed off in her little golf cart, mumbling about bylaws and citations. I figured that was that. 10 minutes later, I hear sirens, full lights blazing. A deputy cruiser rolls up my drive like I'd robbed the town bank. Out steps Sheriff Donnie himself, sunglasses, badge, the whole 9 yards. Barbara follows right behind, practically vibrating with self-importance. She points at me and the half-assembled boat like she's uncovered a drug cartel. "Sheriff," she yells, "this man is illegally storing a derelict vessel. I demand you cite him and have it towed at once." Donnie walks over, looks at me, looks at the boat, his own boat, and raises an eyebrow. I try not to laugh. "Barbara," he says, calm as a Sunday sermon, "did you call 911 over this?" "Yes," she huffs. "This eyesore is breaking HOA code." He refused to comply. Donnie takes off his sunglasses, real slow. "Barbara, that's my boat." Her face went pale, then bright red. That doesn't matter. It's still non-compliant with our standards." "Your standards don't apply here," Donnie says. "This is private property. You're trespassing. And you tied up county emergency lines for a personal vendetta." Barbara tried to sputter out an excuse, but Donnie just turned to me. "You need any help with her?" he asked. I grinned. "Got it under control. Just needed a new gasket and a fresh spark plug." Donnie tipped his hat. "Good man." Then he turned back to Barbara. "Ma'am, I suggest you drive that golf cart back across the property line, and don't let me catch you dialing 911 for nonsense again. Next time, you'll be the one getting the citation." She left without a word, tearing up the gravel in her little cart so fast she nearly flipped it into my tomatoes. Now the only thing non-compliant around here is the look on Barbara's face every time she sees me and Donnie out on the lake, cruising past her fancy dock, his boat humming like new. Turns out a socket wrench and a good friendship are all the bylaw you need when you've got the sheriff on your side.